about how do you get over the fear of self-promotion?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I did, so there's a phrase that people sometimes use when they're promoting their own work on social media, like, so I wrote a thing, or, you know, I did a thing, you can look at it. And I got over using that phrase by looking at like what other people who were self-promoting were doing that I didn't find annoying, and trying to do that. So you can have role models for a whole bunch of things, and you can have like self-promotion role models. So like, how do people promote themselves in ways that I find like, you go, rather than, oh God, that person again. So how can people promote themselves in like, and you can look at your own, you know, people that you see and you're like, oh God, you're still doing that? Versus like, oh man, I'm so happy for this person. I think one thing is, you know, there's, like we all have experience in, like someone does something and you're really excited for them because you feel like you're part of their team, or you're part of their, them winning is a win on your behalf as well. Like if your sports team wins, you're not like begrudging them the win, you're really excited because their win is your win. So if you can put yourself on the same team as the people that you may be promoting yourself to, so if I say, for example, you know, I just want to get accurate information about linguistics out to the public, linguists are like, yeah, do it, oh my God, do it. Is there anything I can do to help? Whereas if I say, I want to make myself personally rich and famous, you're like, okay, well, I'm sure that's nice, but. So like conceiving of your mission in a way that involves a group of people that you're part of, and such that like a victory on that's on your behalf is also a victory on behalf of the group of people that you're representing or that you're working with, is I think something that's big. Like you don't need to compete with people, and like self-promoting isn't putting other people down. I mean, that said, you can kind of pick and choose your times to self-promote. Like if a celebrity has just died, like don't make that self-promotional tweet, wait a few days. But, you know, because it looks weird compared to the rest of your feeds. Practical tips. But like, I think in general, like, you know, just saying it baldly and not trying to hide behind like, oh, I guess this is a thing that I did. Like, hey, I did this, I'm excited, here's the link. Or putting, you know, trying to represent yourself as part of a team. I think another thing that helped me get over kind of the fear of like putting myself out there in terms of blogging and like being, writing things for the public, was that at first my blog didn't have my name anywhere on it. So I was doing stuff as All Things Linguistic and as this blog that was just about linguistics, and it wasn't me personally. Like this wasn't like Gretchen McCollouch's fun blog of fun things. It was a blog that was specifically about linguistics, so I didn't feel pressure to comment on things that weren't linguistics, and I didn't feel that if I made a post that I was like, oh, that was kind of a lame post, that was reflecting on me personally. It was the blog itself does this, and like seen as a whole, this is what it did. And then later I connected, I made the blog and then I posted it like from my Facebook, so people who already knew me knew that it was my blog. People who were coming across it didn't know whose it was. And then later I connected it to my real identity when I was like, actually I don't want people to know who I am. But I think having, you know, sometimes you can divorce you're a public persona from who you are as a private person, and that can help give you the courage to talk about things, even when you're not sure if you want your name specifically attached to them, and you can always connect them later. Here's one way to get started.